Hey guys, so this is episode 2 of my vlog, and I'm new to this, so excuse me if I do anything really weird. But last episode I kind of talked, it was really short, obviously, it was like 2 minutes, but I talked a little bit about some of the changes and stuff that I've been going through this year and how my life I feel like is drastically different than it was even like 8 to 12 months ago. Um, so I think one of the biggest changes for me personally, has just been in the way that I am learning to think and like speak to myself and care for myself. I'm 29. I was raised very much in a way that like take care of others, serve others. Those are all great things, right? So when everybody's talking about self-care, do this, put yourself first. Well, that's really tough. That's really tough for me. It's tough for me to step on other people's feet or toes, as they say, step on other people's toes. Um, and so, like, it's something I struggled with. And I always felt like if I was putting myself before other people, that I was hurting someone's feelings. And that's like my worst fear in the world is to hurt someone's feelings. But I think that in the last several months, as I've told you guys, I started like my weight loss journey after finding out I had some health issues, and finally I was able to be successful with that. It's not selfish for me to take care of myself. It's not selfish for me to say, no, I'm not going to eat that, even if you made it for me, because I'd rather have something that's healthy. I was joking earlier today because the first, like, I don't know, 8 months, I felt like was pretty easy of my weight loss journey, which I feel like no one ever said that. But for me, I feel like it was in a good mindset. Well, this last month has been like, oh, there's cake. Oh, can I have 3 pieces? Um, so my body is like starting to fight me and not wanting to cooperate. So I'm starting to fight back. And I feel like that war started when I started working out, ironically, because I was like, ooh, I gotta like tone up my arms because what girl, well, some girls aren't, but most girls I feel like are so self-conscious about their arms. And obviously losing a significant amount of weight is going to cause like some loose skin. So I'm trying to do everything I can to avoid that. But guys, I feel like as soon as I started working out, I was hungry all of the time. Or I would be like starving right after the gym and want to eat everything. And it's like if I could just wait just a little bit, I would like calm down and it would be fine. But impulse control, man. Like, so something I'm working on myself. I feel like there's a lot of other things too. One thing that I learned, and I actually read or slash listened to, because I like to listen to books on tape now. One of my friends who is an English teacher actually suggested that, and I love it. So I listened to the book Girl Wash Your Face, and if you haven't read it and you are anything like me, you will love it. If you're not anything like me, you'll probably still love it, or you'll get something out of it. She just talks about so much how important it is that when we make promises to ourselves that we follow through, because it's so easy to break those promises. And that goes to like relationships, and that goes to ourselves, because we have a relationship with ourselves, whether we realize that or not. Like, I am myself's best friend. I've been here for myself the whole time. I've let myself down a lot. Okay, Whitney, we're going to go to the gym tomorrow. Okay, Whitney, we're going to eat 3 good meals tomorrow. Okay, Whitney, you're going to clean the house. Every time we break those promises, we're letting ourselves down and we're being a crappy friend. So I think when I finally realized that sacrificing my relationship with myself in order to go do something for someone else, that is terrible. Especially if it's happening all the time. So if that made any sense to you, then awesome. If it didn't, I'm so sorry. You can leave me a comment down below and I'll try to explain it. But that's just something that hit me really hard. And I'm really excited, I think, to continue reading the books that this author is sharing. Like I said, Girl Wash Your Face. I'm not getting paid to say this, but I loved that book. Other than that, that's about all I have to ramble about on a Friday night. But I hope you have a good night. I finally came up with a name for my blog after, like 10 whole minutes of sitting here and vlogging. My friend Carla, she is one of my dearest. She is my dearest friend. I've known her for, like 8 years. And I just love her to pieces. She and I went on a cruise together about 3 or 4 years ago, and we caught on because we spent literally a whole week without being separated. And she kept saying, "It's all good." And apparently I kept saying, "I'm not too worried about it." So, you just watched I'm Not Too Worried About It, episode 2. I hope you have a good night. I will see you soon.